Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I know once again, Megamind. Today I'm exploring one of my favorite things of my childhood. When I was a kid, I used to throw on the TV and tune into Channel Spike. For those of you who are unaware of the Channel Spike, it was kind of just like, man, fuck yeah. Everything on Spike was like beers and titties and man. But there was one show in particular that I very fondly remember. And I know you guys remember it too. 1,000 Ways to Die was the most bananas show on TV. It was just showing you week after week how the fuck people died in crazy ways. It scared the shit out of me as a kid, but it also made me
extremely interested.
Everything about it was exciting and crazy. So I found some of the clips I loved from 1,000 Ways to Die, and I'm here to show it to you guys. So let's remember 1,000 Ways to Die.
This is Casper. He's the leader of the Brotherhood.
Normally in 1,000 Ways to Die, they kind of pick somebody who was a piece of shit in general, so you don't really feel that bad about it.
A nationwide neo-Nazi gang he runs from his cell in a Florida state prison.
Not very shocked that it's Florida.
Casper's hatred of blacks had turned the prison into a powder keg. The word was they were planning to kill him.
Wow, that's very shocking. They're trying to kill the Nazi leader?
Casper had an escape plan, but he needed help.
Yeah?
Are you ready to stand up for the Brotherhood?
White powder!
That's where Darren came in.
Did you just say white powder?
I also forgot to mention the acting in this show is completely awful. The fact that somebody went in there and they wrote white powder, and then they wrote, did you just say white powder?
It's to show that he's a goofball. This guy's a goofball.
Sorry.
Darren was painfully stupid, even by neo-Nazi standards.
He was painfully stupid, even by the standards of the stupidest people on the planet.
Just do what I told you before. The guard will walk you right through. You have nothing to worry about.
Ja, mein Fräulein.
Yes, mein Fraude!
Hands against the wall.
All Darren had to do was get himself arrested. Casper paid off the guards.
Don't look at me!
You get that pretty ass on the wall. I mean that regular ass on the wall.
You like that?
Yeah, you like that? How about I kiss your neck, too? Mwah.
What they didn't know, Darren had hidden a hand grenade deep up his anal canal.
There's a grenade in his asshole.
Casper's plan was to take a hostage, threaten the guards with a live grenade, and make his escape.
So I can already tell, this is probably the stupidest plan to ever happen to escape prison.
The time had come for Darren to deliver.
Get that thing out of there!
Shit that grenade out! You shit that grenade out!
And he's just there like,
Casper was forced to take things into his own hands.
Let's party.
why do they have to add lines like that?
Let's party.
It's not going to be a party. Please don't say let's party when you're about to enter another man's asshole.
Okay, almost got it. Relax.
One last mighty tug,
Relax.
and Casper's neo-Nazi party was over.
Classic 1,000 Ways to Die. Now we're on to clip number 2.
Could you just make it as big as you possibly can?
Tina's not talking to her lover. She's trying to get this phony plastic surgeon to give her the mother of all booty-shaking butts.
Alright, so right away we're informed that this woman would like to get some
Big buns.
Why? Because Tina wants to grab the attention of Lil Ron, a rapper who's had a string of hits.
perfectly viable reason, but please don't enlarge your asshole just to get the attention of somebody.
All based around one common theme.
Big fat booty. Big fat booty.
I wanna fuck with girls that wobbles up. I wanna fuck so fat that I can hide my cats.
If your butt isn't certified grade A, Beyonce-licious,
You go ahead and take that somewhere else.
Lil Ron won't even look your way.
If you got a flat little ass,
I ain't fucking with you.
Girl, it ain't got
nothing on this, okay?
That's why we find Tina in a shabby hotel room getting her gluteus maximized with silicone injections.
so she's getting the classic silicone injected into her ass.
Unfortunately for Tina, the doctor was a fraud.
How do you even get like a fraud doctor? Did she just like walk up to somebody on the street and was like, yo, can you do my ass for me? put silicone in my ass for me?
He was injecting not silicone, but common bathroom caulk.
He put cock in her ass.
What? Why did it have to be cock? You couldn't have filled it with like silly putty or anything?
Later that night, Tina was ready to knock Lil Ron's eyes out.
Yeah, Lil Ron, check this out.
My ass is filled with cock.
She had an ulterior motive. She was a songwriter and wanted him to hear her new tune, Cheek Freak.
She was a songwriter, and her hit new song?
Cheek freak.
She started feeling iller than ill, and in 60 seconds went from bad to worse to dropping dead right there on the dance floor.
Must be all the cock in her bum.
Turns out, the quack accidentally injected some of the caulk directly into her bloodstream.
So you're telling me not only was her bum filled with
Cock.
but she had so much cock inside of her, her blood was literally filled with
Cock.
I wanna shake my big butt in your face.
Why did they add that weird ending? Big fan of the way they called this one cock blocked. Here we are on to clip number 3.
Mike ruled his daughter Megan's life like a ruthless dictator.
You don't change, you don't go out. You got that?
Why is he yelling at his 30-year-old daughter to change? There's no possible way that girl's younger than 30.
You still look like a tramp.
You look like a tramp, Dad.
It wasn't hard to see why Megan had a hard time keeping a boyfriend.
I want her home at 2,200 hours. You got that?
This guy's like, I just want to take your daughter out to In-N-Out. What the fuck? Like, it's not like an intimidating dad, like, you have her home by 6. It's like,
You fucking take her home any later than 9 o'clock, I'll chop your dick off.
One thing about Mike, he always had his radar up. So when he heard giggles coming from Megan's bedroom, the ex-war vet
he heard
Giggles?
and he pulls out a fucking gun?
prepared for battle.
What are you doing here?
We're just...
I told you what was gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen.
Dad!
We're just studying. We're not doing anything.
He's like putting his dick away while he's yelling, we're studying!
The bad thing about cruel practical jokes,
It's blanks, man. Just blanks. Look.
What a prankster, he's probably not even really dead.
A blank forces a column of air under very high pressure out the front of the barrel, something in the order of 50,000 psi.
Never mind, I'm starting to think he's actually dead. Alright guys, I got one more clip for you, this is the last one.
you gotta be a real jerk to man the dunk tank.
That's not how you throw a fucking baseball, at all.
I'm imagining the herpes simplex B is gonna get in the way. Huh?
I'm imagining the herpes simplex B is gonna get in the way. How is that like a roast for baseball? Like you go to throw a baseball and you're like,
Oh, my herpes on my penis.
Your anorexia, has that been flaring up?
your anorexia, has that been flaring up? Bitch, that's so completely awful. What the fuck?
He was the town's mailman. And not only did he deliver the mail, he read it.
Oh, so he's reading all their mail.
Over time, the fuse box to the heater had caught too many wild pitches. The water was electrified.
I know something bad's about to happen, but there's kind of like a cool premise around an electrified dunk tank. Now that could be a gold mine.
Mel only knew his name.
Hey, Daniel Fan, how are you doing, buddy?
What he didn't know, Daniel had spent 2 years playing baseball in Japan.
I'm surprised you can throw being all...
What was he about to say before he threw that ball? I'm surprised you can throw being all... I'm gonna be honest. Feel like he was gonna say Asian. I love how the crowd doesn't even look like that shocked. They're like, oh. I feel like the guy getting electrocuted's a bit more shocked. Alright guys, that's 1,000 Ways to Die. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you come back to watch more. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. I will be uploading more videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And hey, just be careful out there. You never know what will happen. Goodbye!